All right, today we're going to talk about something that sounds super complicated, preventing opportunistic infections. But what if I told you we could break it all down using a surprisingly simple idea? Let's get into it.
So let's just start with this. I want you to imagine for a second that your immune system is a house, and you're the housekeeper. What's your game plan to keep it safe and sound? We're going to use this idea, this house, to build a really solid understanding of how to protect it. It really is all about having a smart strategy. Okay, so first up, the house itself. In this story we're building, the house is your immune system. And it's not just any old house. Think of it more like your body's own personal fortress. Its entire job is to keep you healthy and safe from any and all invaders. A strong house means a healthy you. Simple as that.
Now, every fortress needs a strong front door, right? And in our fortress, that door is made of your CD4 cells. These cells are so important. They're kind of like the security guards at the main gate, checking IDs and deciding who gets in and who stays out. A strong, solid door is absolutely crucial to keeping the whole house secure.
But what happens if something starts nibbling away at that door? Well, this is where the HIV virus comes into our story. Think of it like termites. They don't just smash the door down all at once. Nope. They're much quieter, much sneakier. They work behind the scenes, slowly weakening the structure of the door, your CD4 cells, and that makes the entire house vulnerable. And that brings us to the creatures lurking just outside the fortress. These guys represent opportunistic infections, or OIs for short. See, these germs are often all around us, but a healthy immune system, a strong door, keeps them out. They're called opportunists because they are literally just waiting for an opportunity, like a door that's been weakened by termites, to get inside and cause some serious problems. This really shows you how it all works. It's like a seesaw. On one side, you've got the termites, a high viral load. When that side goes up, the other side, your CD4 count goes down. The door gets weaker. But if you have fewer termites, meaning a low viral load, that side goes down, and your CD4 count can go up. The door gets stronger. Keeping that balance is pretty much everything. So, knowing all this, how does a smart housekeeper protect the house? You don't just stand there and wait for the creatures to wander in. No way! You develop a strategy. You get ahead of them. This is where being proactive and thinking about prevention really comes into play.
Let's really dig into that question. A good housekeeper doesn't just clean up messes after they happen, they stop them from happening in the first place, right? They check for leaky pipes, they reinforce weak spots. And in healthcare, this proactive, get-ahead-of-it approach is called prophylaxis.
And this is what that strategy actually looks like. Prophylaxis means starting treatment before an infection can get a foothold. So for specific OIs like PCP, toxoplasmosis, or candidiasis, there are guidelines. Doctors recommend starting preventative medicine once a person's CD4 count, the strength of their door, drops below a certain number. It's basically like calling in a specialist to reinforce the door before it breaks.
Okay, now there's one particular creature that needs its own special game plan: tuberculosis. You know it as TB.
This quote from Marcos Espinal at the World Health Organization is just, wow. They are married, with each fueling the other. Married. That word really paints a picture of this dangerous partnership. A weakened immune system is incredibly vulnerable to TB, and at the same time, a TB infection can actually make HIV progress faster.
And that leads us to a really crucial update in medical advice. The old way was to tie TB prevention to a person's CD4 count, but that has changed. The focus now is to screen all people living with HIV for TB and offer preventative therapy immediately. We're not waiting for the door to get weak anymore. The goal is to prevent that dangerous marriage from ever happening at all.
So besides just preventative medicine, a really smart housekeeper also adds extra layers of security to the entire fortress. And that's exactly where vaccinations come in.
Yes, exactly. If prophylaxis is like reinforcing the door frame, then think of vaccinations as adding brand new, high-tech locks that are designed to keep very specific intruders out. They basically train your immune system, giving it a heads up on how to recognize and fight off certain germs before they ever become a real threat. This is your immunization shield. Getting vaccinated against illnesses like the flu, hepatitis B, and HPV is another powerful tool in your toolkits. Each vaccine is just another lock on the door, another layer of defense protecting your house.
So let's pull all these different strategies together, because this isn't just a list of things to do, it's a toolkit for empowerment. It's about taking control and being proactive in managing your own health.
And here it is,
A clear, 3-step prevention strategy. First, monitor your defenses. You've got to know how strong your door is, so you keep an eye on your CD4 count and viral load. Second, use prophylaxis. That means working with your doctor to take those preventative medicines when you need them. And third, vaccinate. Build that immunization shield and add those extra layers of protection.
So we're left with this final thought. Knowledge really is power. By understanding the house, the door, the termites, and all the lurking creatures, and by having a clear strategy to protect it all, we can totally change the story. We can shift the narrative away from vulnerability and move it towards one of empowerment, where you are the proactive housekeeper of your own health.